Biomechanics 6.1. Biomechanics is the law of both mechanisms and physics of a human's performance. This can be both to gain a greater understanding of performance, although it can also be used to look at interaction between a performer and their sporting equipment. Biomechanics can help improve performers' actions and movement in order to be effective in their sport. This can be done through modelling, stimulation and measurement. In sport, it is important to have a greater understanding of the physics in your chosen sport. With the use of biomechanics, a greater understanding of motion, resistance, momentum and friction, and how you can improve all of these things to become more effective, can be learnt. Biomechanics can also be known as the study of human motion. It can be important on working out the causes of injuries and how they may keep reoccurring. The aim of biomechanics are to indicate optimal technique in order to enhance performance, analyse the body's loading, showing the safest method of performing a particular sport exercise task, the assessment of muscular recruitment and checking that the muscles are responding quickly enough to stimulus and are working in the right order, and finally the analysis of sporting equipment and checking they are both suitable and relevant or effective for sporting performers and that they help to enhance their performance further. Biomechanics can be split into two categories: kinetics, which is the analysis of forces acting upon the bodies, and kinematics, which is the analysis of the body moving. Notational analysis is the study of movement patterns, strategy, and tactics in a team sport. It is also known as an objective way of recording performance so that key elements of the performance can be quantified in a valid and consistent manner. Hughes 2004. It is both the gathering and analysing of information that has been gained from observing performance in a competitive situation. During notational analysis, measurable performance markers are established and found. Notational analysis can be carried out by both coaches and oppositions. Notational analysis has evolved over time, first from Sanderson in 1977, which focused his analysis of squash. He had different symbols for 17 different strokes. This took him 5 to 8 hours to record the results accurately manually. On an average, 1,000 shots took up to about 30 pages of information. Sanderson then split them into two sections: shots made compared to shots that won. This showed efficient tactics. The problem in these days was that it was a long-handed and large data volume, which proved to be time-consuming. Later on, Hughes in 1987 used computers to help him complete his notational analysis. Hughes in his notational analysis compares successful and unsuccessful performance. He did the same as Sanderson and based his notational analysis on squash, but also incorporated tennis into his as well. His results helping him identify patterns that occurred in play. He used his notational analysis to see how tactical analysis and how norm change within performance and how equipment advance help person's performance. An example that Hugh gave was squash, how in 15 years rally lengths had changed from 20 to 12. Nowadays, biomechanics are used in order to improve performances and develop sporting equipment. It used to be long-handed, but nowadays, thanks to technology, it's been made quicker and more effective and easier to do, as well as precise. Performance criteria are the key factors that are important in a sport in order for a successful performance. Hughes and Franks in 2004 said that a performance indicator is a selection of or combination of action variables that aim to define some or all aspects of a performance. Within different sports, there can be a range of performance criteria. They can also be team or player focused. However, some can be less suited to manual forms of analysis. For example, rugby has a different performance criteria compared to tennis, such as tackling and rucking, whereas in tennis, performance criteria for successful performance could be serving or a backhand shot, which we can clearly identify is completely different. There are three different factors that we can analyse, the first one being tactical analysis. This is the ability to recognise tactical patterns in play and see which ones are more effective. It also allows us to show tactics vary at a different level. This is called maturation and technical process. In order for performance to be successful, coaching needs to vary in the tactics that they can use in order to enhance performance. Another advantage of tactical analysis means that we can gain knowledge of opposition's tactics and how we can beat them or outdo them in the game by using tactics that will override theirs. Another way we can analyse is technical analysis. This is analysing quantitatively where technique fails or excels. It also has practical advantages for coaches and sports scientists to see what and the areas of improvement are. Technical analysis is normally shown as either a frequency or a percentage. Technical analysis can also allows coaches to review which players would be more suitable for selection of a squad, or even positions. It allows analysis of which different components of the game individuals are good at, and therefore can identify people for specific positions to be allocated. For example, in rugby, as a forward, you must be good at rucking. The final analysis that can be done is movement analysis. This is the analysis of the quality of movement which occurs at the joints involved, the plane in which the movement occurs, the muscles producing the movement, the function of the muscles involved, the type of contraction, and the range of the muscle action. We can also use it to measure how much distance a player has covered in. This can be done manually by just giving such crude measurements, or a more precise way to gain information like this could be to use GPSs. In order to be more reliable result, GPS would be more suitable. Movement analysis can be gained using software such as Prozone, which is used in football, but it can be used manually. An example of movement analysis could be given using Riley and Thomas in 1976, who analysed the movement of an English First Division soccer players. They specified in work rates of different positions, distances covered in the game, and percentages of each time of each position in each different area classifications. This became the standard to compare the large data over time and which equaled behaviour norms. It was found that this data analysis, which was time-consuming, but now is computerized, it takes less time and is more effective. Modelling movement allow use to specify training programs in order to develop and improve movement patterns and fitness. For the basketball application, I've chosen some key performance indicators these were 2-pointers, 3-pointers, layups, steals, turnovers, free throws, rebounds, assists, and fouls. A 2-pointer is a shot taken in basketball from inside the 3-pointer line, which is usually marked as the black semicircle D-shaped line. This scores 2 points. A 3-pointer is a shot taken in basketball taken from anywhere outside the black semicircle line. This usually scores 3 points. A layup is a 2-point shot that is taken from below the basket after travelling forward with 3 bounces on the ball and using one hand to bounce the ball off the backboard into the basket. A steal in basketball is when a defensive player legally turns over the ball by using positive aggressive actions, for example, deflecting or controlling or intercepting an opponent's pass or dribble. A turnover is when the team lose possession of the ball, e.g. losing control of the ball during dribbling. A free throw in basketball is a shot at the basket with no opponents or defence. These are usually given after a foul or other infringements. A rebound is when a shot bounces back off the backboard, failing to go into the basket, and a player catches it. It is noted as a statistics in the game. This is used in a game to gain possession or keep possession of the ball in order to retry the shot.